Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Mania here. Welcome back to another YouTube video, guys. Today we will be doing a uh, ranking every Sonic game tier list, or my tier list for ranking all the Sonic games that I've played personally. That I have either started playing, or like at least played to some extent. I won't be covering anything that I haven't played, and I did put like most of the things I've played at the top of the list just before this because it makes the everything easier. Uh, yeah, for me, because there's a lot of stuff here to go through, if you can tell, and there's a bunch of different versions, and I'm not really discriminating between versions and systems and all that. And if I'll probably tell you guys if like I played it on a specific system and it doesn't say so, because like for instance here, this is Sonic Transform Wii U. I haven't owned a Wii U, but I've played certain games on other systems, but I just don't feel like fishing through for certain systems. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. First, we're gonna start off with Sonic and Knuckles, guys. So right, Sonic and Knuckles is a classic Sonic game, right? But I'm not sure if it's in Sonic and Knuckles itself or Sonic and Knuckles 4 or whichever one it is. But I know in a Sonic and Knuckles game, when I hear Sonic and Knuckles, it reminds me of one of my favorite things about Sonic, which is hypersonic, guys. And even though I'm not sure if you guys know, but I do not really like classic Sonic games at all, because I enjoy modern Sonic much more. Like, like classic Sonic is just not my forte, guys, and I really don't enjoy it that much. But Sonic and Knuckles reminds me of Hypersonic, which was a really cool idea. It may have been abandoned, but it was a really cool idea. So Sonic and Knuckles, hearing that name will always remind me of that game. So it'll just get a C. Now, guys, Sonic 4. I don't even care what episode that is. Anytime I see that, it'll automatically be in the worst tier, because Sonic and Adventure 4, not even Adventure 4, sorry guys, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. This game gave you modern Sonic, but tried to put you in a classic Sonic formula. So it took the character and thing that I loved and put it in a scenario that I hate. You already know that's a recipe for disaster. Like, I probably won't be putting many other like games in the E tier, but this game is just garbage. Like, it's the worst thing ever. Wait. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever, and I absolutely hate this thing. But yeah, moving on to the next game. We'll have to give this game a D tier. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but this is Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games. Yes, technically that's a Sonic game, although Mario is also in it. But if I'm being honest, out of all the Sonic games, this thing is pretty weak. And even if I just like go with Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games as a series, I've played a lot of I've played all the Mario and Sonic the Olympic games, like, or like at least all the mainstream versions, like or the years. And honestly, this is one of the most forgettable and the weakest, because I'd rather play the DS version of the original than this, because it's just more entertaining to me. Anyway, guys, next we have Sonic Riders. Honestly, I started playing it. I couldn't really get through it. I'm gonna put it in D tier because it's just a D tier Sonic game for me. But next on right here we have Sonic Transformed, or Sonic Racing Transformed, whatever you want to call it. I did not play it on the Wii U. I played it on Xbox 360 and the Wii. I'm pretty sure I primarily played it on 360, and I really enjoyed it. They may have had a lot of different things, like transforming into like a sky, being able to ride through the sky, being able to ride through the water, just normal driving. They may have had a bunch of different stuff like that, but I really enjoyed the game, and it was just the gameplay for it is just really rich, and they have tons of different characters in it. So I really like the game. And next we have Sonic and the Black Knight. I'll have to give that a B too, because Sonic and the Black Knight. I love the opening song, and I also love Knights of the Wind, which is a song in there too. I love I just love the soundtrack for the game, and I love the goofy nature of the game. It shows like how the Sonic franchise experiments with stuff, and sometimes it pays off, and other times it doesn't. But yeah, that's why I'm giving Sonic and the Black Knights a B. Now, guys, if you have been to my channel, Shadow the Hedgehog, you already know where this thing is going. And no, I'm not an overly hating person, but Shadow the Hedgehog is definitely going in S tier as my favorite Sonic game of all time, guys. Because if you guys already know, you guys may hate me for this, but Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic game of all time. Because it was the first Sonic game I ever played. Like, ever. Like, first, I got introduced to the series by watching Sonic X, right? And I was enjoying Sonic X with just Sonic. He was a cool character. Chris was an okay character. I mean, I'm not trashing on Chris. He's basically the human in this scenario. But when the Shadow episodes happened with Project Shadow and all that, yo, I was the most engaged. And when Shadow as a character was introduced, guys, oh my gosh, I wish Shadow had more screen time in Sonic X than he did. It would have made the show so much better. But right there, guys, Shadow the Hedgehog. Another reason why I just love the game in general, it's not even just nostalgia. Nostalgia is like a huge part, but like when I was younger, I enjoyed this game to the max. I tried to do another playthrough of this game like a few months ago, but I just couldn't. I didn't have enough time on my hands. But when I was younger, I had so much time on my hands. I was so bored all the time that this game just fed into my stuff. Like I didn't even know that there was like an actual main ending. Like I just played the game so many times that I got the different endings. I didn't even know there was actually a final story segment to unlock. But I just played through all the different I just played the game so many times. I got all the different variables. I got all the different scenarios, and then I ended up unlocking the final ending. And I didn't even know that it was a thing that I could unlock at the time. And I did play on the original Xbox, like not the 360 backwards compatibility, like how I did in this live stream, or not live stream, but the video that I did. But I literally played it on the original Xbox. And man, I love that thing. Like I said, I had a lot of time on my hands when I was younger, and that game just fed into it with me. But anyway, guys, next I'm gonna skip that Forces for right now because I want to save that for last or near last. But the original Sonic game, I'm gonna give it a D because honestly, I like I said, classic isn't my forte. Okay, look, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna reorganize that because I feel like this game is just booty, and Riders is below that because it doesn't give me a much of. Never mind, guys. I can't. Riders is above that, so yeah. Classic Sonic is D tier for me because I hate classic Sonic games. I mean, I don't. No, look, I'm not gonna say I hate them like I just did. I know that's kind of contradictory because I did just say I hate them, but they're just not for me. Okay, I enjoy modern Sonic games much more, which is why Sonic Riders is above. But Sonic Adventure 2, or not Sonic Adventure 2, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2, yeah, it's definitely going in C tier because I can't put it on the same level as Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis first launch because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or just Sonic 2 like was everything Sonic 1 was, but like way better. I like how they expanded on everything. It was a good take on it. Now, next, guys, we have Sonic Colors, guys. Just so you know, guys, this game, Sonic Colors, is and will always be a big part of my childhood. But, guys, I can't, I can't give it the same level of trash as uh, this Sonic 4, but I mean, I feel like B tier is gonna be loaded up because there's a bunch of things I feel like I can give C tier to, but I can't give E tier to. But don't like. I feel like Sonic 4 is a whole nother level of trash. That's how bad that game is to me. Like I know a lot of other people feel the same way about the game. So I might end up making it like a new tier spot. I don't know if you can even do that because yeah, let me make a new add a new row. Yeah, there we go, guys. And then this is gonna be E, and this is gonna be worst ever. Like that's my thoughts on it. And Sonic Colors will get an E tier because guys, Sonic Colors, I can't in my right mind make it worst ever. But it just wasn't an enjoyable game for me. The only reason it's not getting a worst ever is because of that great soundtrack that I love, or at least the not even the soundtrack, the opening song is really nostalgic for me. So that's why I'm not making it the worst, and because it had potential to be a better Sonic game. Now Sonic, uh, Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games. This is the original for me, guys, and that's why that's getting slapped in the A. And not even just Wii. I didn't really play on Wii that much. I had the Wii version. I didn't play that much. I played the handheld version. I played the crap out of that thing, yo. Even like years after it was like not even the new one, I still played it and enjoyed it. Like it's a really nostalgic one for me. I really enjoyed that game. I don't really think there's much else I can say about it. I had it on my handheld device, or well, not my handheld device like my phone, but my Nintendo product device at the time, and I just love the game to play with my handheld system. So there's nothing really much I can say about that. A Sonic Jam. All the Sonic Jams are the same to me, guys. Like I played the two different ones, or the two different versions that I put on the list, or that I see on the list here, and uh, they're below colors to me. So just gonna put both where I'm not gonna find the other one too, because I just find that both of them are lacking in my opinion because I just don't enjoy them as Sonic games like at all. And then here, guys, I'm skipping around. I have another classic Sonic game. All these classic Sonic games are going like down, yo. Look, guys, I want to hate on this game so much. Like, the only thing keeping this thing out of worst ever tier is the fact that they introduce interesting characters that will be used forever down the line in Sonic, and characters that I actually enjoy. That's the only reason is the characters, because the gameplay of this game is absolutely trash. The way that the levels are designed are almost made in a way that, or made to make you believe that they didn't actually want you to win this game. They didn't want you to beat this game. They didn't want you to complete it. They wanted you to have a tedious time and a long playthrough. Like, man, there's no way you can get through this game without like doing soft resets and stuff like that. Some stuff that a lot of hardcore players refuse to do, but you can't do it without it. Or even if you can, get ready for over 24 hours of playing that game straight if you're really a tryhard. And don't even get me started on the mobile version. It's atrocious and impossible. Like ungodly impossible unless you're some kind of tryhard on mobile or some mobile master or something, man. Like I just can't with that. But anyway, guys, let's get with Sonic Generations, bro. Sonic Generations is just like, I'm sorry, this game is not, I don't want to say not aged well because I enjoyed this game more when I first played it, but this game is just one of the worst ever for me now, guys, because Sonic Generations, like, people were saying Sonic Forces was like the Sonic Generations anniversary, or not anniversary, but sequel, because it had classic Sonic and modern Sonic again, and they even had the joke about how haven't seen you in generations because the last time they were in a game together was technically Generations. But honestly, it's a trash game. Like, the concept between classic Sonic and modern Sonic meeting each other, like, it's okay, because, like, yeah, that's cool and all, interdimensional travel. That might include some kind of backstory or cool lore, but I don't really enjoy classic Sonic, and the mixing of the gameplays just really wasn't great for me. I don't enjoy classic Sonic, and I didn't enjoy this game because it just wasn't for me. Some people may feel differently though. But anyway, guys, Sonic Adventure, the original Sonic Adventure. That's funny because I played the original Sonic Adventure before, or no, after I played Sonic Adventure 2. But it's definitely the top on my A tier. Right, and right below that would be Sonic Olympic Games, or Mario Sonic Olympic Games, which I'll also put that for because technically, handheld version, I played more, and Wii version I played less, but I still enjoyed. But yeah, Mario Sonic, or not Mario Sonic Olympic Games, but Sonic Adventure. I enjoyed the crap out of the opening theme song. Like, the fact that the opening theme songs for both games was so fire to me. I like the opening theme song for the original Sonic Adventure better than the opening theme song for Sonic Adventure 2. But Sonic Adventure 2 is still up or better for me. And guys, here we go, right? Since we were talking about Sonic Adventure is my second favorite Sonic game in the entire franchise. Don't mind my phone going off with its stupid alarms, but Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite Sonic game, or not my favorite, but my second favorite Sonic game by far, because of that same factor of nostalgia. It was the second Sonic game I ever played after Shadow the Hedgehog, and also, man, Live and Learn during the I'm pretty sure Live and Learn is the name of the song that played during Sonic and Shadow's final confrontation or fight on the Eclipse Cannon as it was falling apart. Oh my god, yo, I love that. That was my favorite part of the game. And with Shadow as my favorite character, yo, like, I'm pretty sure like Sonic Adventure 2 like happened right after Shadow the Hedgehog as a game. I'm pretty sure. Or Shadow the Hedgehog happened right after Adventure 2. One of those. But the story was kind of similar because in the Shadow the Hedgehog games it had the Eclipse Cannon and everything, and it was just a nostalgic feeling back to Shadow the Hedgehog to me, and it was just a good game, a great game on its own. And it reminded me of a moment from Sonic X2, which was how I even got introduced to the whole series. But that's why I love Sonic Adventure 2 so much, guys. Anyway, guys, next we have Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is my favorite classic Sonic game by far. I have to give it a little bit above Black Knight because the music is nice. I'm not really a classic Sonic fan, like I said, but it's my favorite classic Sonic game, if you can call it that. Because, I mean, some people don't consider it one because technically it's kind of like a remake ish, better animations of like the older Sonic games because it didn't come out in the 90s or back then, whatever you want to say. So some people don't consider it a classic Sonic game, or not a classic Sonic game, but one of the original ones. But anyway, it's my favorite classic Sonic game by far. Anyway, next, guys, we go on to Sonic 06, guys. Sonic 06 is definitely, let's say, it's my third favorite Sonic game. It deserves S tier despite the bugs that people like to, you know, scream to me about, it's not a bad game. Like, people jumped on the hype train of hate, or the hate train, if you want to call it that, for this game, because a lot of people didn't try this game out for themselves, and they're just like, oh, the bugs are stupid, man. But like, all these bugs and glitches you can use, like, if you played through this game, yeah, there are problems. I can admit there are problems. But you will enjoy this. If you're a Sonic fan, you will most likely enjoy this immensely. Yes, the thing in the beginning of the game where you go around the loops and you fall, sometimes that's like extremely dumb, and it can get on your nerves if you're already not in a good mood playing this game. But don't completely shelf it, because like, there are so many things in this game that are like great. Like, when you get certain items in this game, there are certain glitches you can do, and if you really worked your butt off to get that item, and you actually just like, you're just going and like you're double jumping across the whole area, I mean, that's fun sometimes, guys. It may be a bug or a glitch, but some of these things left in the game can be enjoyable from time to time. And even if you don't like include all that, and you can't say that the bugs and glitches are bad, it's still a great game overall. And it introduced Silver, my second favorite, or second or third, because him and Sonic for me are always switching places, because Shadow's my number one favorite character, and Silver and Sonic are always switching places for me as characters when it comes to my favorite, or my second favorite, sorry. But yeah, I loved Sonic Adventure 2, or not Sonic Adventure 2, but just Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic 06, and that's why. So, guys, next up we have Sonic Lost World, and similar to CD, the only reason this crap isn't going in the worst ever tier is because this game had potential to be something better. It, like, if the game had better controls and some better maps, it would have it had more potential to be something in D tier, on top D tier, or on low C tier. So yeah, the only reason it's getting an E is because of the potential. So next up, guys, we have Sonic Unleashed, guys. Sonic Unleashed is definitely going in A. Right there, guys. Because Sonic Unleashed is a great game for me. Great gaming experience. I don't think it's worthy, like 100% worthy of S tier, in my opinion. It came out in 2010, so a decade after some of the games that I grew up with. But 2010 was a good year for Sonic history. Uh, the only thing keeping it from S tier is the annoyance of me playing those god forsaken Werehog sections. The Werehog is like the opposite of what Sonic strives to be, fast and furious, and that's not even like a reference to the movies. Like, Sonic tries to go fast. Like, that's Sonic's whole thing. Gotta go fast. I love Shadow too because he's fast. Silver, the reason why I like constantly switch between Sonic and Silver as my second favorite character is because Silver, out of all the hedgehogs, isn't really focused on going extremely fast. Like, his other powers, his telekinesis, take over more when it comes to mastering that than his speed. But the slowness of the Werehog and the different sections that you have to do in the game with them are just so tedious and annoying that it just makes me not want to play the game sometimes. But it's a good experience. Definitely play the game. Don't want to drag out talking about that game for too long. But anyway, next up, guys, I'm pretty sure this is the last one. I'll scroll through after this, but I'm pretty sure this is the last one. We got Sonic Forces, guys. Sonic Forces, guys. Look, honestly, I have to give it A tier, guys, because it has to be at the bottom of my A tiers too, because it's not like a completely nostalgic game for me. Look, guys, Sonic Forces was my first hype game. Like, it was the first game that I actually was posted on everything about. Like all the other games, they like some of these other games were already out for a little while, for like a few months or like a few weeks before I had already found them, and I wasn't really paying attention to them like that until I actually got them and started enjoying them. But Sonic Forces, I was waiting for a game, and when I saw the trailer at E3, I'm pretty sure that's where it was, or where the information was being given out. When I saw the trailer first for Sonic Mania, I was like, yeah, Sonic Mania, that's cool, but is that it? Come on, how are you gonna have all these modern Sonic games and then just one classic Sonic game? That's it? And I'm not gonna say mad, but I was disappointed. I really my spirit really went down. And I was like, wow. Because I'm used to waiting for something and being disappointed. I'm not gonna give examples, but I mean it happens to me somewhat all the time. And I was just like, wow, okay. Well, guess I'm gonna have to wait another year or two for another Sonic game. But nope. Right after that, yo, we saw the trailer for Sonic Forces, yo. Custom OCs, everything, yo. You saw the shaded ad character. You didn't even know who that character was, yo. You thought it was some kind of new character. Some people thought it was a returning old character. I forget which one they called it, but they thought it was like a returning old character from some older Sonic related stuff. But nah, in the end, it was just your custom OC character, which was cooler for me. Honestly, guys, Sonic Forces deserves A tier for me. I know it's a widely received hated game, but I'm not saying it's okay for Sega right now to underachieve or like spend a lot of time on something and then give you something lower than expectations. But the expectations would not have been as high for Sonic Forces if they didn't take as long. And I feel like it's just a good game for me. Maybe not for others, but for me. So, guys, it looks like that is all of the Sonic games. No, right, guys. We have pretty sure this last one. I thought I had all of them up here, but here we go, guys. And then that, because I also played that. But after this, guys, that's it. Because I mean, yeah, that should be it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely putting that in worst ever because I didn't really like Sonic. I didn't like any of the Wii U versions. Like my cousin had a Wii U. He let me play on there and it was just booty to me. This going in worst ever because the handheld version of the most forgettable year in Olympic history for Sonic and Mario was just something. No, guys, I gotta put that in. Gotta put that in E tier because that's just a whole nother level of trash right there. Okay, Sonic Riders. That deserves a D. I can't really explain that because it was just so long ago for me. And this original Sonic Riders right here, that deserves at least a C above Sonic Adventure 2, but below Sonic and Knuckles my due to the hypersonic thing that I was talking about before or earlier. And Sonic Fighters, guys. I played that. It was a little fun. It's above E tier. Doesn't belong above anything in D tier. Fun enough game for the time I was playing it. But anyway, guys, this is the completed tier list. Sonic, or not Sonic, but Shadow the Hedgehog at the top for number one. In S tier, Sonic Sonic Adventure 2, number 2 in S tier, number 3 in S tier, and the last in S tier, Sonic 06. A tier, Sonic Adventure 1 for number 1, number 2, and A tier, Sonic Unleashed 360, mainly played on there. Uh, A tier third is the handheld version of the original Mario and Sonic Olympic games. Played that a bunch as a kid. Explained that already. Fourth in A tier is the Wii version. Also played with that a lot, but only really at my house. The handheld version was more accessible to me all the time, which is why it's above. Uh, Sonic Forces as the fifth on A tier because I love Sonic Forces. Explained why already. B tier number one is it's not actually the Wii U version because I didn't play that. I played the 360 version. And I'm not really going to explain it all, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.